On this Tuesday Thought, I want to remind you that I was born and raised in Alexandria, and my big move was to Arlington, so I have always lived in the DC metro area. And therefore, I really do know how much the federal government has always made this a company town. It's been a source of stability for our region for decades. As we finish the first month of the new president, we know that that stability is now become a source of enormous anxiety, not just for federal workers, but for all of us to some degree or another. And so a couple of thoughts as we have to continue to navigate this very, very anxious time. The first is this: anxiety in response to threat is a normal, healthy reaction. However, one really can't stay in that place or it becomes corrosive. It begins to simply weigh us down with no hope, with no way forward. So, first thing is this: instead of simply dwelling in anxiety, if you feel anxiety rear up, translate it to prayer. Because prayer actually is efficacious, and it's a way to deal with our uncertainty and our fear and our anxiety. The Book of Common Prayer is an incredible resource. If you don't have one, let us know, because as Episcopalians, you really need to have that resource in your home. But remember, you don't need a book to pray. All you need is an open heart, and you pour out your lament to God, and God hears, and God somehow takes that prayer and all the prayers of people everywhere and translates it into something more. Second, don't just be with your anxiety by yourself. There's a reason that Jesus says, wherever 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, I will be in the midst of them. So talk to somebody who's trusted. Talk and get it out into the air, out from inside your depths of yourself into a space where then, as you support one another and love one another, something else can begin to take shape. And then third, I think it's important that we trust that our institutions will hold, that our courts will function the way our Constitution intends. And so I think we're premature to jump to anything definitive just yet. That said, at some point, Christian citizens have to wrestle with how to be a citizen of the world, knowing that our real home is in the kingdom of God. And so how do we live in that tense place? So part of it now, it seems to me, is praying and talking. But direct action at points in the future, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what the future holds. But we do know that God is the God of all history, and God will, in fact, effect what God wills. And so we need to be part of that. And right now, we just need to discern how best to do it. So God bless you. If you're anxious, you can do something about it. But most of all, remember that God holds each and every one of us in the palm of his hand. Thanks.